just texting mom. Because we don't get any time in between these things.
So boring. Like they just had to start texting people. If it's your mom, just tell her I said hi. If you're texting your mom, please.
I've never done one of these dates before.
For every 5 minutes we talk, assume there's another message from you.
Tell her I want to come over for dinner.
Oh, she will have you over.
She's ready. Yeah.
She will have you over.
What's your love life like?
Non-existent.
Oh, okay. Then you definitely should have dinner with mom.
You should definitely.
She will fix
dinner with
that.
Mom. That's what we should call her.
Dinner with mom.
You should do that. Should be the next docuseries. Dinner with mom. Because I fell in love with your family. Like I absolutely fell in love with your family. I'm from an Italian-Irish family. Who's a little bit similar to the fact that everyone's always in my uterus. It's not even getting married. Not even getting married. It's when are you having a baby.
That's the name of your sitcom.
Stay out of my
uterus.
Everyone's
is in my uterus.
It's like stay
out of my uterus.
Yes, stay out.
That's really good.
It's not get married. It's when are you having a baby.
I love that. You know what the silver lining is? You got a great expression out of it.
Yeah.
That's like
that's like
that Pixar movie Inside Out, except it takes place in a uterus.
Yeah, instead of my brain, everyone's in my uterus.
Someone needs to make a Pixar movie that's a metaphor for that. Like, you know, you, like how like Wizard of Oz was really about drugs. Like, there should be like some Pixar movie that you think is just some kids movie. You're like, wait a minute, this is about a single girl and her uterus.
Yeah. Where did you guys come up with the idea for this? Because and I don't tell people this, and now it's going to be out there, but once in a long time ago when TVs were black and white, I may or may not have done a reality dating show. Okay. And when you open your life to the world and your dating life, hilarity ensues, and it's also very scary. Yeah. So how did you decide that this was something that you really wanted to do, and how scary was it for you?
You know, I would say the scariness is kind of right around now. Like the movie's going to be in theaters September 11th, and then, you know, nationwide in the week after that. So, and now as we're like doing all these interviews and I'm getting asked that question, I'm starting to realize like, oh, like a lot of people are going to kind of know me, and I kind of find solace, at least where I tell myself, because you have to tell yourself things to keep yourself from going crazy. Of course, when you're talking to yourself, that's when you are crazy. So maybe I would.
You want us to step outside?
My point is, can you guys just leave while I finish this up?
Yes.
I tell myself like, oh, okay, like, you know what? I have my.
You know which one of us went to therapy and which one. In case you had any questions.
You can tell which two of us are still in therapy.
I don't think we ever. For me, I don't think I ever decided. Like, I think every day, and I don't know if you went through this with your show, every day I'd be like, okay, I'm in, oh God, I'm out. And then the next day, okay, I'm in, okay, I'm out. Like, it was just...
Yeah, I mean, we started making this movie in 2008, so for like 6.5 to 7 years, I've been trying to get out of this project. That's kind of been...
And I feel the same way.
Because this was a home video, okay? Like she bought this camera because she just finished this documentary for PBS, and I had just gotten out of this relationship of this girlfriend I never told my parents about, and then all of a sudden I'm stuck on this plane for 18 hours to India with my family, and all they're talking about is how we're not married and how everyone in India is going to be really concerned with this, and therefore they're really concerned about this. And
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was great. It was really
everyone
good.
thinks it's hilarious.
Well, it took the pressure off you too, I'm sure, a little bit, to be behind the camera.
Yeah.
But it also had to be refreshing for you to have someone that you know and love behind the camera.
You would think that, but when the camera's on you and there's all these questions, no, there's no refreshing.
It's more like mom and dad are grilling Ravi.
Did you watch the movie? These people are...
Okay, let me just paint the scene for you. We're in the plane, mom and dad are like grilling Ravi about why is he single, you know, you should learn how to date. Meanwhile, I know he's had a girlfriend he just broke up with. So they are all suffering. I'm laughing so hard and trying to learn how to use a camera. So all of a sudden you find yourself kind of going, nope. And that's like...
Yeah, it's like falling out of a plane, and your parents are yelling at you the entire time, telling you how bad you are at it. Do you know what I mean?
But it was so much fun to watch.
It was so much fun to watch.
It was so much fun to watch because it's so relatable. Anybody that is... I mean, especially once we hit our 30s and we're still single.
Can I drink in camera?
Of course you can. You can do whatever you want. But when you're a certain age and you're single, it's not just family. Everyone starts asking, well, are you in a relationship? Yeah. When are you getting married? So this is something that everyone is going to relate to.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all know what it's like to be single. I think we all know what it's like to like decide whether or not you want someone in your life, and then also the pressure of like, do you fit into what I'm already kind of thinking I'm doing here, whether it's your family or your career or whatever else.
Well, yeah, and also just your family saying things to your parents. All your friends are getting married. You're going to all these weddings. It's like you feel like something's wrong with you, and I think that's why we made the film. Is we both were going through this, and we were seeing all our friends go through it, but everyone felt so alone in the singleness, and it was so miserable, and it was such a negative thing. And here's Ravi, the way he deals with his problems, which is not the way I deal with my problems, is he laughs and makes jokes. And
That's so true.
It's so true.
That was witty.
I love it.
That was
really good.
But so that it felt like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
Let's, instead of making this like depressing, almost like war zone movie about being single, why don't we make something fun and funny that'll actually allow us to take a look at our lives for a minute?
Yeah. That's why we put all these fun elements in there, by the way. Like all the romantic comedy elements that are in this film was like a kind of an intentional attempt of like, I want this to feel like
a rom-com.
I want people to think maybe this was scripted. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. It's completely true, but I want them to be like, we put like these Harry Met Sally interviews in there. Like, we just wanted to make it so fun, the animation, or even like the upbeat, like very rom-com-y music, even the little like fun little like notes you see on screen.
Yeah.
It was all an attempt of like, we're gonna tell this story, as authentically as possible, but hopefully make people laugh and smile, or even cry the entire way through.
Oh, I bawled.
You bawled? When did you cry?
I cried several different
without
times.
spoiling the movie.
I cried several different times. I cried at the very end, and then I cried in the middle somewhere, where I think it was your mom was talking about something about being in a relationship, and I just, like, what you do, you get to a point in your life where it's not just the pressure of your family, but you want that too. Like, you want to be with somebody. You want someone to share it with. And there is all these pressures of, well, I need to do this. They need to fit in my family. And when you bring somebody into your family, it's a really big deal. Like, it's a really big deal.
Is your family like that? Your family?
Well, especially if you're super close to your family.
I moved cross country to get as far away as I could because I love them dearly.
Oh, so did we.
But I needed the less meddling. I needed the less, like...
You need to hear your own voice.
Yes.
And it's crazy when you're going through something, you're trying to find the answer, you don't know how to be happy. You want to be happy, and everyone else has an opinion.
Of course.
Of like, this is what you do, and every one of their opinions is different. And you're like, okay,
Yeah. I have to talk about the biodata because I want one. I want to know why everyone hasn't picked this up yet. Okay. And I know that that's pressure. Yeah. And it's something.
You want your parents.
I want everyone to.
Yeah.
Because what I loved about it is online dating is so fake. And it's not fun because everyone lies. But this is like your parents are doing this.
And
your parents are lying for you.
Your biodata.
And you think that's better?
They're lying for you.
Lie.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a third party lying on your behalf. It's probably a bigger lie. Like, my biodata, when I first saw it, which was after it was already out in the marketplace, I found out that I have a biodata out there in the marketplace. Biodata being this matrimonial resume and a headshot. Well, my resume was like basically like snippets of my work resume. Like, it had like my 5 months of investment banking, and then it had like 3 things that I've acted in. And then it said that my career is that I'm an SAT tutor, because my parents felt from a PR perspective that was the most sellable thing, because actors are not at all desirable in my community. Keep in mind, okay, I was in Transformers at that point. Like, that was on, and they're like, SAT tutor. I was like, that just goes to show. And Mom's like, well, the thing is, it's just hard to sell you because you haven't done graduate degree. And nobody, these girls, they all are looking for upper level guys. This is what you want to do with your life. Yes. You want this is what
I do. I think it would
Good luck, sister.
You know what?
Easier for me
this
to find
is what
someone.
we wanted. We wanted people to feel this way. So I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
We've had so many people who are like, I wish your parents would do this for us.
Yes, I'm ready. She's a matchmaker. Give her my number.
Dude, we go to film festivals and my mom sets people up after.
Yeah, no, I want that. They're wrapping me up. So
we
really
have to
quick
go.
Before you go.
Yeah.
What do you want people to get when they see this?
I want people to just I want people to have fun. I want people to know, like, you're going to have a really good time when you're in this movie. You're going to laugh. You're going to smile. And like, I don't know, watch the trailer, give it a chance.
We want them to feel good, man. We want them to come out of it just having laughed and also somehow along the way, like, seeing their own life in it.
I also want them to go to our Meet the Patels Facebook page and put any comment at all and see how quickly my dad, who is now on Facebook, replies to them.
I'm on there tonight. That is my goal when I leave here.
He will.
I can't wait. I will be at your next family dinner.
Look, he also ordered campaign yard signs because he felt like we weren't doing enough for marketing.
Check out our Facebook page.
Meet the Patels campaign yard signs. Yeah, it's
all over
amazing.
the country. He's putting yard signs.
It's the funniest thing.
Traveling around right now.
I'm gonna ask him for one. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.